going back to when your mom told you you're going to Illinois, that's Urbana-Champaign, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So she tells you you're going there. When you went there, what were some of the thoughts or feelings that were in your head initially? Was that your first time leaving your hometown or being away from family, or were you? Okay.
No. It was recruiting trips. I took you get 5 recruiting trips. So I went to the University of Illinois. I believe was my last recruiting trip. The first one was the University of Iowa. I mean, it was cool because we had a guy that played with us. He was 2 years older than me. So I went there on a recruiting trip. It was okay. I mean, nothing against Iowa. I'm just, it wasn't for me. From there, I went to the University of Michigan. Liked it. I mean, because Michigan has always been Michigan. So that was an option. That was on the board. Then I went to Arizona State. Had never been to Arizona a day in my life, but I figured, hey, they want to fly me out here. Let's go to Arizona and just hang out. I'd never been to Arizona, so that's the only reason really I went. I wasn't going to school. It was just a free trip for me. So I enjoyed it, though. It was nice. It was really nice in Arizona, but it wasn't for me. And that was 3. 4 was University of Oklahoma. Oklahoma was different. That was really cool because it was like kind of like a movie. It was like, everything that they said in the movie about college and how they get the recruits, it was all that. They almost had me. I ain't gonna lie to you. And my mom was like, she was like, what'd you think? I said, it was a great time. She was like, okay. So what's your thoughts? I said, I might commit. She was like, yeah, no, that's not happening. I was like, okay. So then it was University of Illinois, last trip. And it was okay. It was okay, but I mean, it was nothing spectacular. And maybe that's why I needed to go there, because it wasn't nothing spectacular. There was nothing that was going to get me in any type of situation. But I mean, it was a great education, which I wasn't at 18 years old. Who's really thinking about education? You're thinking about girls and money. And so it was just like, okay. And so it was University of Illinois because my mom said that's where I was going. And needless to say, I'm so happy that I went to University of Illinois because I don't know where I would have been at these other schools. At U of I had everything I needed academically. I had the opportunity to do what I wanted to do, which was play football. And fortunately for me, I was able to go to grad school. And hey, rest is history. So I wouldn't have it any other way if I had to do this all over again.
It sounds like you're alluding to what my impression is of like the student athlete life in the US and in college. So I'm initially from Canada, which I think college sports aren't a huge thing there.
Right.
But I feel like in the US, if you're a college athlete, you have a tremendous, 3-4 years or however long you're in school, you have a lot of fun, you play hard, just in general. So are there a lot of, I guess, people that fall off? Maybe they stop focusing on the sport or the reason why they're at the school? And is that why you're kind of alluding to why Illinois was better for you versus some of the other places like Oklahoma?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. I mean, I can't say anything bad about any of the schools I didn't go to, but yeah, I mean, it's similar that some guys get in a bad situation at schools and, then they get to a point where they don't want to do it anymore because the coaching staff, for some reason, didn't like them or they did something bad and the coaches, they've been in the coach's doghouse for the longest, which now, for that question, turns to another reason why I like the transfer portal because in college sports, because for that reason, some guys who wouldn't have made it at a particular college would have now had opportunity to go somewhere else and stand out and like they do now. Like, for instance, Deion Sanders and the guys at Colorado. These kids didn't, for some reason, didn't fare well at their schools that they were at. And now they've come into a different situation and put themselves in a situation where they have opportunity to succeed because the coach, they're not in the coach's dog houses. They don't fit the defense or offense of that school because for some reason they're not their guy. So, but to answer your question, yes, it was just a great environment for me.
And you had a great, was it full 4 years that you played there?
I played 4 years, but I redshirted my first year, which means I set out and kind of got the opportunity to understand what I was doing as a student athlete. It truly gave me an opportunity to become a better student and athlete because as a 18-year-old going into college, you're playing 18 to 22-year-old young men. And, I wasn't fully developed. I needed to be stronger. I needed to be faster. I needed to lose weight. I needed to understand what we were doing defensively. And it took me a year to actually get that all under my belt. So for me, redshirting was the best thing. Nowadays, kids want to come in. I want to play right now. Well, that's cool, but you're wasting a year. Why waste a year when you can understand school, get better, not only academically, but athletically? And still, you got an opportunity to do what you need to do. So, as you know, things have changed. I'm 51 now. So that was 32, 33 years ago. So life has definitely changed.
Sure. Yeah.